The story you're about to hear is a tale on taking chances in a brave new world. It's about venturing to the third platform and beyond.
Once upon a time, there was an orderly world called the second platform. The world was filled with beautiful villages where builders and followers lived peacefully together. The builders made unique products to help their followers analyze and predict the future. Every day, the builders at the domain village made digits, the practice builders built pidgets, and the industry builders grew idiogs. Although these villages were quite far apart from each other, they were connected by roads. This allowed the builders to move from one village to another so that they can collaborate with other builders and work on building different tools. The roads, however, were muddled with potholes and border patrols. This made traveling from one village to another quite tedious. So, everyone mostly stayed in their own villages to build digits, pidgets, and idiogs for their own followers. Everything was going smoothly in the orderly world of the second platform until one day, a riot broke out. Followers from different villages came out in droves. It started with a murmur of voices that later grew to an uproar.
Take me to this new and exciting place, the 4 pillars, and the Innovation Accelerator Mashup World 2,
the followers said. It seems that the followers wished to leave the second platform, but didn't know exactly where to go. The crowd grew bigger, and soon a huge group of followers began chanting in unison.
Take me to the new world, take me to the new world, take me to the new world.
Clearly, the followers were determined to leave the second platform or die in the process. But where was this brave new world? Luckily, some of the builders, the well-read, adventurous, and risk-taking ones, knew about this brave new world. This relatively new terrain was known as the third platform world. It appeared at the dawn of the digital economy. No one knows exactly when or how, but the world appeared one day and expanded rapidly up in the skies. With the world still forming, the foundations in some areas were not yet fully formed, so as a result, these areas were possibly unstable. And yet the followers were running towards these areas without the right gear. The domain, practice, and industry builders knew they had to stop the followers from going into the wrong areas in the third platform world, but that was easier said than done. The second platform tools that the builders made lost their power as the followers drifted further and further away. On top of that, the dreaded BFB, Big Fake Builders, were attacking the original builders in their villages, and builders had to defend their tools from the invaders. Oh, it was the worst of times. It was downright tragic. With pressure mounting, the builders from the domain, practice, and industry villages knew they had to do something drastic to deal with the runaway followers and annoying BFBs. They combined forces, brought in their bestest builders ever, and created a super-duper mind-boggling weapon that could repel the BFBs and lift their followers safely to the new world. Combining the expertise of the 3 villages, this weapon could project a view of the third platform world and created alternative safe routes for the followers to get there. They call this mashup tool the Midget Green Triangle, or Midget for short. And boy, oh boy, did the Midget bring the villagers luck. Select followers took out the Midget tool for a test run. They loved it so much that they told their friends, who later told their friends and their friends' friends. Some even told their enemies. The Midget captured the hearts of the followers. They went crazy for the tool, chanting, "Give us more, give us more!" In no time, the Midget breathed new life into the villages. Realizing that collaboration was their best defense in their changing world, the domain, practice, and industry villages mended the potholes on the roads, and retired the border patrols. That way, builders across the 3 villages can move around faster. They even built a midget factory near the villages so that builders can make more midgets together in a central location. The factory was huge! In another burst of inspiration, the builders invited adjoining villages, custom solutions, market models, partners, sales, and marketing to participate. Soon, these villages, also known as helpers, kept actively going to the midget factory to help when and where they can. Since then, the midget factory was filled every day with builders and helpers from different villages. They were all very, very excited about being there and working with each other to make midgets, knowing fully well that their work was making a huge difference. What about the digits, pidgets, and idiogs, you ask? Well, some builders chose to stay behind in their villages to protect them. Midgets were well and good, of course, but followers needed digits, pidgets, and idiogs too. The builders that stayed in their villages were scared at first to be on their own. But they braved on, knowing that their work was important. Because ultimately, everyone just wanted to meet the needs of the followers. After a while, everyone got their rhythm. The builders established an equilibrium of growing, incubating, and protecting their tools, and gripped onto the fact that they are safe from being made irrelevant. The builders of the villages evolved and merged into an awesome, high-performing, tool-making mega facto city. Amazingly, as that happened, the mega facto city started floating up and up and up into the clouds. It was becoming mobile. As it moved around at the top, the builders saw for the first time a bird's-eye view of the second platform world. They could finally understand why the followers grew disillusioned at the old world breaking apart. And when the builders looked beyond the horizon, they could also finally understand why the whirring, stirring, and mashing of the third platform world could be attractive to the followers. Over time, as the mega facto city floated around, the builders compiled their observations and created lots of data. New data, big data, great data. It was so great the builders had to share it everywhere. Soon their observations were socialized widely in the second and third platform worlds through reports, white papers, roadmaps, insights, and even songs. Yes, songs. So ever since that day, the builders found new meaning in their daily lives. In joining the Mega Facto City, the builders renewed their energy and creativity as they continuously helped the followers embark on the journey of transformation. The followers, on the other hand, grew more excited, knowing that the builders understood their pain and their need to transform themselves. The followers finally felt ready to be the digital trailblazers they wish to be as they moved to the third platform and beyond. Everyone lived happily and digitally ever after with the help of Midget Luck.